What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Ari B Knowing, and today I'm here with the YouTube video. I know I've been missing, but I've been working on myself for y'all so I can come back 10 times better with more information and we can all be fabulous together. Let's get it. So today I'm going to be talking about how to love yourself, because in my community, in particular, the minorities, we don't get taught a healthy way in our homes from our parents, because they don't get taught from their parents how to actually love yourself. And we kind of have this thing called enmeshment. I just want to bring awareness to this because it's going to help break the curse of self-sabotaging and self-inducing trauma. And if you stay to the end of this video, I'm going to teach you about how to actually love, how to love yourself, what self-inducing trauma is, and what enmeshment is, and how that is passed on as a generational curse throughout our community. So the first thing that I want to educate you on is what is enmeshment. So enmeshment is like you have a household full of people, boom, 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 and y'all kind of get like forced into uncomfortable relationships with these people because you either live with them or you have to coexist with them in an unhealthy environment. So when you get in a relationship with these people in your household, like whether it's family, friends, co-workers, roommates, boyfriend, girlfriend, enmeshment is really just the definition of their energy is rubbing off on you the wrong way, and you can't really escape the environment. So like y'all are meshed together. That's what enmeshment basically is. And you see why now that you know what that is, why it's important to have awareness of it, because a lot of us grew up in these households, especially our inner child. We didn't have anywhere else to go or a ways to defend ourselves or a means to provide for ourselves. So we were forced into these uncomfortable environments and unhealthy environments, and basically allowing the adults around us energies to rub off on us and their beliefs and all of that, you know, basically overloading our own personal system of thought. How does that affect how do you love yourself? Because if you grow up around unhealthy adults, then most likely it's going to affect something called your attachment style, which is going to affect you in your current day in your relationships, because you might have an anxious attachment style, you know, you might have an avoidant attachment style, you might have a secure attachment style. Those are different types of attachment styles, but an attachment style is basically how do you feel connected to something? How do you feel connected to the world around you? It's based on your attachment style, and that has to do again with how did you see the adults around you loving themselves growing up. So it is important, you know, if you're watching this video today, I give you your flowers because you're taking a step back like, hey, you know, I want to learn better. I want to be the best version of myself. Boom. You went your future self halfway by watching this video, because now you're taking a step of awareness. Okay, awareness is the first step that you need to create change. Now, you can sit here and you can feel like you're just gonna watch this video, you're not gonna change anything about yourself, or you can watch this video and you can actually feel where I'm coming from and actually implement that feeling into your life, so you can take that high vibrational frequency information and do something with it. You need to have your own sense of yourself, so you can have your own identity, so you can create a separate version of you that you are aware of, that is not the version of you that you were programmed to believe. Because the version of you was programmed for you to believe who you are is your default version, and I'm just gonna put the default version right here. So version of you is over here. How are you gonna meet your higher self and you over here, you know, defaulting? Run away from that household of beliefs that you were brought up on growing up as a kid, because as a collective, we need to do better. We need to take accountability for ourselves. Who are you? That's the first step. Is if you're going to break out of that programming system of beliefs that you default to, that you go back to feel comfortable every time you get in uncomfortable situations, or every time something happens around you that forces you to be something else and you want to stay the same, how do you identify yourself? Get a piece of paper right now, get a pencil, get something to write with. Use your phone if you have to. You need to ask yourself, who am I? I'm just going to demonstrate. I want you to write down 5 sentences at least about who you are to someone who just met you. You know what I'm saying? So you can take a broad view at who you already believe you are before you create this change about that. Because those broad statements are beliefs. They're called beliefs because that's something that we can tell somebody and they might come up with their own beliefs. So what happens when telling them I'm a young woman, but they turn around and we get an altercation and they say I'm a little girl? What happens when someone tells me, when I'm telling them I'm an intelligent woman when I first meet them, but they turn around and tell me, oh nah, you slow as fuck? All of these negative responses people can give me that is going to sabotage my sense of self, I'm going to write in black. All of the positive responses that I tried to present myself to that person to put my best self out there, I'm writing that in red. And I'm an adventurous woman. Oh, they might say, you do too much. If I tell somebody I have a great sense of humor, they might think, oh, I'm being weird. They might just be like, you're weird. This is the thing. With all of the negative possibilities that people can put their opinions and draw back on who you think you are yourself, that might, trigger you in a lot of situations, especially if you know that's not who you are as a person. How certain are you on who you assert yourself to be as a person? To take an opposite perspective on all the good things that you just wrote about who you think you are and present yourself to be to the world, to how the world will see you as ugly, as the opposite of that. How will the world paint you out to be an ugly person when you're a beautiful human being? People are always going to have their own opinions in life. And until you choose to accept that their opinions are not who you are, and you will never know that, damn, all this time that people have been, coming at me reckless in life, it's nothing for me to actually be upset about. If I could tell you anything today, I'm gonna tell you that half of my setbacks were giving up about what other people thought about me. Even when I said I'm not that kind of individual, I'm saying you will be tested in the greatest of times when people have you aroused of anger, when people got you really in the heat of the moment, feeling upset about some shit, y'all got a little altercation going on, and then they say that, or people that stab you in the back and they come around and they try to paint you as somebody that you're not, and then they got you questioning yourself and questioning your own beliefs. You need to stand up for yourself. And you don't have, I'm not saying stand up for yourself in terms of like go back and forth with that person, because that's not standing up for yourself. Wasting your energy on something that doesn't serve you is not standing up for yourself. How about you take that, all of those negative energies that people have tried to send you about painting a negative picture of who you are as a person, and pour that energy back into yourself in a positive aspect? How about you create a mentality so strong that those beliefs don't even scratch your surface? Oh, I understand you're feeling upset right now. And what does that take? That takes detachment. You need to have the ability to not be attached to the situation or other people's beliefs, so you don't take it personal. If you take everything everyone says and everything that happens in the world personal to you, you will never want to show yourself again. I don't want you living in this mindset of fear, my love. Your attachment style is something that isn't healthy, then you don't necessarily know how to let go of the shit in life and holding you down. I love you so much, and I just want you to give that same love to yourself, as to where if anyone and anything comes to try to on your parade that you have for yourself in life and put their negative feelings onto you just because they don't feel happy like you do and they want to see you feel down like they feel, I want you to feel up no matter what, because you deserve it. You understand me? So that's why you need to master detachment. And it starts with being aware of what happened at home. That's why a lot of y'all are the way that you are, because your home is like the foundation of your mind. If only we as a collective took the step back and ability to realize that the simple exercise I just did for you guys, practice triggering yourself as if someone else was triggering you. To take a moment to sit with the feeling, to sit with the uncomfortableness, so you can therefore already prepare yourself for these uncomfortable situations, for a mindset that is going to entertain everything negative from a positive aspect only. And let me tell you why. Because the main reason why you need to do that is because you need to allow yourself to be present so you can enjoy your life completely and to live the least miserable experience possible, to live up to your fullest potential. You need to allow yourself to be present so you can indulge in life's beauty. You can sit with your feeling in the current moment instead of trying to run from it, because when we get upset, we're trying to run from the feeling. When we get angry and we lash out, we're trying to run from the feeling, and that's the only reason why we get so confrontational and we want to fight. Really need to sit with your uncomfortableness so you can nurture it, so you can tame it and figure out what it needs to become whole again. Only you can figure out what you need to become whole again. No one in this life is going to give about you like you can give about you, okay? People around you that mirror who you think you are can maybe make you feel that way, but keyword feel. You feel, you know what I'm saying? How do you feel when you're upset? Do you feel happy when you're upset? Until you can feel happy when you're upset, feel happy that you're upset, not in a negative way like, oh yeah, I like getting angry. No, like feel happy when you're upset, like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to grow, and I like the fact that change is occurring in my life. Aspire to be that positive. Aspire to be that positive where you don't have to be a miserable person every time something goes wrong in your life, where you automatically become a solution, where you become that excellent at becoming a solution in your life, because you're mastering letting go and actually becoming somebody that is so positive, so high vibrational, where you literally can go where life has greater things for you to go. You will realize when you get to a certain point of getting upset at everything so much that you're missing out on so much life by being so broken over every little thing. Like if you cry over spilled milk every time it spills, you're never gonna fill your cup up. Love all your imperfections. Embrace it, okay? How do you actually love yourself? That was part of loving yourself, is like, you need to know how to nurture yourself, okay? That's the first way that you actually love yourself, is knowing how to nurture yourself when you become triggered. Because a lot of the times, you wake up out of bed, you full of energy because you just slept. I hope you are, but you most likely have more energy because you just got out of bed when you first wake up. Then you go about your day and a couple things piss you off, and then what happens? Your energy goes do do do. Your energy goes do do do. And we can't stop that from happening. We can't stop life from having lows, and we can't stop life from having highs, because it's the law of vibration. What goes down must come up, and what goes up must go down. You know what I'm saying? Everything is constantly changing. So everything in life is going to have its moments where things are not good, and everything in life is going to have moments where things are great. Instead of looking forward to when things are going to be better for you, how about you take those low moments and make them better for you right now? If I could do anything for those who are hurting out there right now, and I could give my love to you, it's to tell you that things are going to get better no matter what. I want to tell you, from me to you, Reflection, that you can make things better by the second that you realize that when it knocks your energy down, that it's about you. It's about how long does it take for you to pick yourself back up. And when you pick yourself back up, Don't surround yourself back around them same uncomfortable situations that got you there in the first place. Part of loving yourself is also protecting yourself from the things that hurt you in the first place. Why would you go put yourself back in the same toxic environment in the first place that gets you sick? Cut them friends off. Cut that boyfriend and girlfriend off, that place that got you sick in the first place. Because when you heal, when you realize how to pick yourself back up and feel better again, how to let go, you need to separate yourself, because that's part of loving yourself, okay? All it is, all healing is getting yourself back together again. Lastly, what I want you to do before you leave this video is, on a piece of paper, write down 10 ways how you love. Because the number one reason why people don't know how to love themselves is because they might not be aware of how they love, period. That's important to realize how you love, is because if you don't even like the way that you make others feel when you try to love them, then you obviously would not like the same feeling that you like when you give to yourself. So therefore, you need to determine how healthy is the kind of love that you have in yourself. 10 ways how I love. And I'm not just gonna say love myself, but for this exercise, I want you to think about 10 ways of how you love if you were to love an animal, another human being, a child, your mother, anybody. 10 ways how you would love that thing, person, or whatever it is. The first thing first is I show up. I show up for the things I love. Boom. The second way that I love is I nurture the things I love. Meaning I take care of it. When it's sick, it needs food, it needs clothing. Like, you know, I do that. I provide those things for the things that I love, and that's my nurturing nature. Also, I'm sensitive towards the things I love. I'm sensitive towards the things I love. Okay, that's one of my natures. When I'm in love, it's like, okay, I'm going to be sensitive. If something feels off and it needs to feel right, then I'm going to pay attention to that. Boom. The fourth way that I love is I'm observant. To the things I love. Okay? Me being observant to the things that I love means that I'm paying attention to everything that's going on, you know, whenever I'm able to be aware of that. The fifth thing is I like to learn about the things I love. You know, if you love somebody, wouldn't you want to know everything about them? The sixth way is I'm kind to the things I love. I'm kind to the things I love. Have fun with the things I love, you know, right? Who wouldn't want to have fun with the things they love? And the eighth way that I think I love things is I'm really thoughtful of the things I love. If I love something or someone, I'm going to probably be thinking about them a lot, you know, just to make sure that they know I love them, right? That's reassurance. The ninth way that I love is that I'm authentic and real to the things I love. Being authentic and real to the things that you love requires you to be honest and to be yourself. Which leads me to number 10, which is the last way that I love the things I love the most, is I'm one with myself with the things I love. I hope your list looks something like this, you know, or it could be at least just like giving you more perspective of, wow, like I'm really a loving person, or like, you know, like I have so much more that I need to work on doing in terms of how do I show that love to the world, to people. So you can therefore realize that all of those things that you say that you love to others is simply what you need to make sure you're doing for yourself. That was my biggest problem. And if you're watching this video and you did not know how to love yourself just like I didn't before this list helped me out, then I hope it helps you realize that if you just change the word things or the person that you listed on those lists of things or ways that you love that thing or a person to just how you love yourself, and read that every day, read it when you forget, keep that list mentally and make sure you follow it to the T, then guess what, baby? You just loved yourself. I show up for myself because I love myself. I nurture myself because I love myself. I'm sensitive towards myself because I love myself. I'm observant of myself because I love myself. I like to learn about myself because I love myself. I'm kind to myself because I love myself. I like to have fun with myself because I love myself. I like to think about myself because I love myself. And I like to be real with myself because I love myself. And I like to be one with myself because I love myself. And let's not forget, I stand up for myself because I love myself. All of those ways that I just basically told you and that we basically just did together, realizing that we treat the world how we want to be treated, it is capable of us treating ourselves the same way, then boom. What else do you need to know? You just learned how to love yourself. And I'm so proud of you because now I want to see you do that. I want to see you do everything on the list that you just said that you're capable of doing for someone else if you are already in love with that person or thing for yourself. Fall in love with you. Because when I realized the moment that I was in a lack mindset, feeling like I didn't have enough of anything to feel happy, that I needed something else to feel happy or someone else to feel happy, that was the moment that I realized that everything that I wish that I could give to them was already inside of me and that I just needed to focus on giving that to myself on a daily basis. Because that's how you forget. That's how you fall back. That's how you start putting out negative energy and getting that negative energy back in your life because you're not mindful that if you put good energy out, you're going to get good energy back. And you're naturally going to put good energy out if what? You love yourself. You already be knowing, family. Thank you for tuning in and watching the video. Make sure you subscribe and like for more videos because self-love is so important. And we're going to talk about a variety of things on this channel that goes around that topic. So peace, family. One love. Ashe.